Right, well, the situation is it's actually getting warmer, but it's also getting windier. So although it's, I don't know, about -2 or -3 degrees, you've got a severe wind chill factor. I don't know whether you can hear the wind in the background. Anyway, I've had the material to do a project for quite a while now, but it's flammable, so I can't really do it in the house, so I'm going to have to do it outside. But first of all, I'm going to have to set some windbreaks up to knock the wind chill down a bit and also make the fire more efficient. Right, so this is my area of operations then. So I'm going to try and block it off a little bit. You can see the trees up there swinging about a bit. We did try and keep the pond a bit clear for the birds, but it just freezes over too quick. So we've just gone to that little pot in the front. Right then, see what I can come up with here. Well, best laid plans and all that. There'll be quite a bit of wind noise, but what I'm trying to do today is make pine pitch glue. Never made it before. I've got my ingredients. I've got 3 containers of the pine sap in here. I've got some charcoal. I can get more charcoal if I need it, and I've got some rabbit droppings. But first of all, we need to start the fire, and in these conditions it's not going to be too tricky, I don't think, because I've put a little bit of oil on. I've got some fat wood here to help me, and I'll set it off with an elastic band. So let's just get the fire side of things sorted out first. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my resin in this tin. I'm going to warm it up. I might have a job getting it out now without cutting the containers up. In fact, I think I am. I'm going to have to slice the containers. So there we go, you can see it liquefying down. Really, I would like to strain this. I'm not sure how our ancient ancestors went about straining it. Perhaps they strained it through some cloth or something. But in the meantime, I'm going to crush up my charcoal and my rabbit droppings with this piece of hardwood, hawthorn. So I'm just going to crush them rabbit droppings down. I had dried them out, but I'll tell you what, it might be better if I got them on a bit more solid surface. Right, you can hear that wind beating this tarpaulin behind me. Right, I've lost a glove. I've lost my leather glove. Oh, there it is. That's liquid now. And all the pine needles have floated to the top, so that's quite handy. It's not thoroughly melted through yet, but it is like a paste. But it's not. There's still some more solid bits in, so I'm just going to give it a bit longer. It is highly flammable, so it is good to have a metal top available just in case it just goes up. Right, I've been at this quite a while now, just to make sure I haven't got any big bits of charcoal in there. I think we're going to go with what we've got in a minute. Right, well, the pine needles actually float to the top, so with a bit of patience it's possible to get them out. Cheers. Filtering it through a gauze filter or one of them metal filters, that would be the best way. But trouble is, when you run them up the side of the can, the resin solidifies and then they stick to the side. Right, so that's it. I think we've got most of them. Most of them are either out or stuck right at the top of this. There, get that one out. Thing is, if you put your fingers in there, you get your fingers all stuck up. Right, I think that'll do. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to. We've got about 2 parts resin and slightly less than 1 part charcoal, 1 part rabbit droppings. But I'm just going to tip all this in, wait for a gap in the wind, and I'll tip it all in. It is quite powdery. I don't know whether you can see that. Oh, there's two more pine needles. Alright, we'll go for it. Go for it now. Right, that's not all of it, but it's most of it. So we'll go with that for the minute and see where we're at. So that is a bit runny still, so let's put the rest in. So that is still quite a bit runny. I could probably do with it. All I've got now, I can't put more rabbit droppings in because I haven't got any. But I could put a little bit more charcoal in. I'll have to crush some down. I don't know. Let's let it cool down a touch. Well, it's not looking bad. When it solidifies on this stick a little bit, I can shape it down. Just let it dry enough so it doesn't just clag my hands up. This is one advantage of the coldish weather. Actually, it's warming up a little bit, and we've just had a little bit of rain. But at least the cold weather will cool this down a bit quicker. It gets to a certain coolness, and then you can shape it with your hands. Till it actually gets stuck, and then it wants to stay stuck. Solidifying on the outside, but it's still quite soft on the inside. Wouldn't it be fantastic, if you could just sort of sneak back 10,000 years and just see what they actually did? I think we'd probably be amazed. You might get yourself killed, mate, but if you didn't, I think we'd be amazed. I don't know how these bits are going to come off my hands. I don't think soap and water's going to take it off. more left in here. There's quite a bit more left in. Let's just see how it, I mean, it should burn tremendous, shouldn't it? Should burn like, burn as well as fat would. Put a bit on a stick and see how it burns. It's gone hard now. Right, a little bit on the stick, we'll see how it burns. It's a light, but the wind's blowing it out. Look at that. So it would be an excellent fire starter. So you've got a glue and a fire starter. So I'm going to leave it there then. So that's my first go at pine pitch glue. Caveman's glue stick. And that's the baking of it. I've yet to really test it, but from what other people have I perhaps could have done the charcoal a little bit finer, and I suspect that it's more the rabbit fur in the rabbit droppings as much as the grass in the rabbit droppings that acts as the binding agent. Because when you're moving it, you can see these long fine fibres which look just like rabbit hair, so I assume that's what it is when the rabbits are preening themselves. Right, so we'll leave it there then. It wasn't the best of days to do it on, but you know, we've got to make the best use of the time we've got. So I'll have a cup of tea now, and I'll catch you in a week or so.